B. Pollard, Ronnie Ancona, is sitting pretty following her victory, having finally destroyed the relationship between Honey, Emma Barton, and Billy Mitchell, Perry Fenwick, or so she thinks. With Billy unwilling to take her sabotage lying down, he redoubles his efforts in reuniting with his wife. Can he ultimately win the war for Honey's heart? Cindy Beale, Michelle Collins, is seriously narked off when she seems to be the only person interested in throwing the engagement party of the century. But what'll happen when she spots the electricity crackling between fiancé Max Branning, Jake Wood, and his latest fling Priya Nandrahart, Sophie Conlevy? The Vic takes on the Albert as Zoe Slater, Michelle Ryan, tries to use Walford pride to reunite her warring children, Josh Goodwin, Joshua Vaughn, and Jasmine Fisher, Indiana Donaldson Holness. Is La Voix the answer to her prayers? Elsewhere, Chelsea Fox, Zara Abrahams, continues to struggle with Sheila Atkins, Sheila Ruskin, Presence, Suki and Eve Panasaranwin, Balvinder Sopal and Heather Peace, face obstacles in their adoption journey, and Avani Nandrahart, Aaliyah James, wonders where her dad Ravi Gulati, Aaron Thiara, is. You ready for some proper spoilers? Of course you are. Monday, June 29th. Chelsea is racked with anxiety. She's worried about money and also stressed over Sheila's financial help, and a close call at home leaves her even more shaken, leading her to throw Sheila out. Cindy is disheartened at Gina Knight, Francesca Henry, and Peter Beale's Thomas Law entire lack of interest in her engagement party, but she's buoyed when Max pushes her to make the celebration as monumental as possible. Meanwhile, Will Mitchell, Freddie Phillips, goes undercover when B moves back in with Honey to find information for Billy. Priya reassures Avani when news breaks that Joel Marshall, Max Murray, is to be released, and Eve and Suki continue to try and connect with Rhea. Tuesday, June 30th. Honey's torn. First of all, B tells her to move on from Billy, and she later catches Billy and Will poring over what they discovered on B's phone. Still wounded, Honey dismisses Billy, and he and Will turn to Linda Carter, Kelly Bright, for help. Cindy sets Priya and Jean Slater, Jillian Wright, to work preparing the engagement party, but the duo hit a rough spot when Jean's careless words upset Priya, leading her to admit the truth about Ravi. When an emotional Priya clashes later with Cindy, Max intervenes, but she leaves him with a stern warning. Meanwhile, Sheila reveals to Chelsea that she bought Jordan's wheelchair and promises further financial support. Avani is suspicious when Priya tells her she can't see Ravi, and Denise Fox, Diane Parrish, struggles with the isolation involved in her treatment. Wednesday, July 1st. At the engagement party, Priya makes her presence known, dripping with confidence and flirting with Max openly, while he's still anxious over her previous warning. As BEA's behavior continues to intensify, Linda, Elaine Peacock, Harriet Thorpe, Kathy Beale, Gillian Tailforth, and Nicola Mitchell, Laura Doddington, band together to stage an intervention for Honey. Also, Denise's emotions explode when she removes her head wrap for the first time, and Zoe attempts to use a pride event at the Vic to reunite Josh and Jasmine. Thursday, July 2nd. While Honey finally begins to see how unhinged B is, suspecting that she was behind Billy's dating profile, Billy suggests Honey visit BA's former landlord, who may have information. Honey is horrified by what she learns, while Billy is in deep trouble when he confronts B himself. Elsewhere, as Walford Pride celebrations get underway, Cindy and Elaine go to war with Zoe and M. Harris, Layla Morse, over the custom of the square, and when Zoe worries that the Vic celebration will disappoint Josh and Jasmine, Mo attempts to redirect the Albert's headline performer, La Voix. All EastEnders spoilers for next week. TV star arrives in Walford as drama explodes. Walford is heading into another unforgettable week, packed with shocking confrontations, emotional family battles, and the arrival of a special TV star that promises to leave residents talking for weeks. The biggest talking point is the arrival of TV personality and drag performer La Voix, who makes a guest appearance during a special Pride celebration episode. The Queen Vic and the Prince Albert become locked in a fierce rivalry, as both venues compete to host the biggest and best Pride event in Walford. As tensions rise between pub owners and regulars, La Voix steps in with a show-stopping performance that brings the square together in spectacular fashion. Meanwhile, Chelsea Fox finds herself facing one of the toughest decisions of her life. After recent struggles involving her son Jordan, she is tempted by financial help connected to Gray Atkins' family. However, An unexpected warning changes everything when Karen Taylor makes a surprise return to Walford. Karen urges Chelsea to think carefully before accepting any assistance, reminding her of the devastating consequences Gray brought to their lives. Her return sends shockwaves through the Fox family and reopens old wounds. Denise continues to battle through her ongoing health crisis with the support of her loved ones. Libby remains determined to stand by her mother, but the emotional strain begins to take its toll on the entire family. Chelsea and Libby find themselves clashing over what is best for Jordan, creating further tension in an already fragile household. The Brannings are also at the center of major drama. Oscar and Josh find themselves taking dangerous risks that could have serious consequences. Their actions threaten to expose secrets that several residents would prefer to keep buried, and the fallout could affect multiple families across the square. George Knight faces fresh trouble as pressure continues to mount. With emotions running high and relationships becoming increasingly strained, George finds himself pushed to breaking point. Friends and family worry that he is heading for a dangerous collapse unless someone intervenes. Over in the Panesar household, Eve and Suki continue fighting for their future together. However, new obstacles threaten to derail their plans, leaving them questioning whether they can finally achieve the happy ending they have worked so hard for. As pride celebrations, family feuds, shocking returns and life-changing decisions collide, next week promises explosive scenes, emotional twists and plenty of surprises. With a special TV star lighting up Walford and old faces returning to stir the pot, EastEnders fans won't want to miss a single episode. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to EastEnders Spoilers Official.